Here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man. It's Thornton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got some space here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go to the ground again with Taylor to the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a signal in the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's got room. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 19-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 33 and a first.
On 1st down, right back to Strong.
And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll try to run with Strong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Pierre Strong
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 22. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On the handoff, Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To the right side, this is Taylor. Room here to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, 217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the...
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Jones dancing to his left.
Finds Strong on the check down.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones on the move to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.